everybody, Ben here. It's Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesday. So on a Wednesday we get together and we have a look at all of the great hobby goodness that you are working on out there in the community. So if you've got something cool, you're just starting out painting, you're just mastering painting, you're building a stadium. Now we're getting a lot of that at the moment and it makes me so happy and so stressed because I need to build a stadium, even though I have built something very cool which should be shown off this weekend. I believe Friday. Not sure. Anyway, that's pretty good. Been working on that. Been a bit poorly. By been a bit poorly, I mean was in bed for 4 days with flu, so I'm still a bit husky. If you've got something cool to share with us, then drop us an email at whipwednesdaybhpc@gmail.com. But Whip Wednesday in the title really helps us to see what you are showing us. Now, we've got a bit of a backlog, so I've gone through and we've got 25 emails outstanding at the end of this video, so don't hesitate to show them in because in a couple of weeks we'll be all caught up. Anyway, let's dive straight into it. As I said, stadiums. So first up we've got Sean. Hey Ben, please find my Lizardman team alongside a custom pitch just for them. I've been meaning to send these for a few weeks and started seeing more and more lovely pitches, so I wanted to share mine too. I still have the scoreboard to finish and the dice tray, which will be filled with resin like water, and you'll see the scatter template below. Thanks, Sean. This is absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. So has it all been carved out of like foam or something? I don't know, but it looks really, really, really cool. Lizardmen do tend to lean towards a nice kind of Aztec-y stone pitch, just like this. So it looks like we've got the scoreboard at the top here to go. We've got the cool bit down the side there with the rerolls and things like that. And it looks like you've left holes at the top there for your team to actually go in. You've got all the dugouts there as well. I love the decal in the middle of the pitch. That looks so good. And I'm going to assume this is some kind of like Jurassic Park toy. Or maybe you've sculpted it. I don't know. Looks really cool though. I mean, excellent work with the labelling. God, the extra bits there with the plants and everything. I wonder, can we see? I think this might be foam core. But I'm not really sure. It looks excellent anyway. I love it. I love a good pitch. This kind of stuff is awesome. It looks awfully like you've made a stencil, sprayed it, and then painted in the colours around it. I don't know, but it's a great effect. Absolutely love that. And the team looks great too. So I feel like this is a Grebo team, isn't it? Maybe it's not. Maybe I just assume everything's Grebo now. But this is so good. Absolutely love this team. Beautiful paint job. Nice crisp black. Excellent mix of colours on your dudes. Great basing too. Absolutely awesome, Sean. Thank you very much for sharing. That's very, very, very cool. Look at that. That's perfect. Having a little team space in your own stadium. Extra points. That's a very cool looking team. Awesome. Absolutely love a good pitch. Love a good stadium. Excellent. And you've got your own little one-turn touchdown. Cunning. Yeah, that's genius. Absolutely love it. Really, really, really cool. Oh, we got some 40k on the go next. So this is, we have got Scott working on my Sisters of Battle army, doing this poor soul, ready to chop his way into the battlefield. So I love seeing some 40k stuff. The cool thing about 40k is it tends to give us some different painting angles that we can take, as opposed to just from Blood Bowl. You got a lot of similarities, there's a lot of textures and a lot of grime and grunge, but 40k has just got this extra, like, you just tend to have a lot of metal, which is exactly where this works in here. And you've got flesh tones, and you've got that cool glowing cable work as well, and nice little bit of muzzle burn on the weapons. Absolutely wicked. Can't beat a Peloton engine. They are very cool indeed. Right, I think I may have zoomed in a bit too much. Right, we've got some cool Beastmen here. Are we thinking that's a green stuff roller for the base? I don't know. I think so. A nice crisp purple. Absolutely love this. So this is Felix. Hey Ben, hope all is well. I put together a College of Beasts team. I'm already sold. 7 Beastmen, 2 Khorne Gors, 1 Werewolf, 1 Minotaur, and 3 rerolls. Very consistent. I like that. And I thought you might like to check it out. Loving the Dungeon Bowl Championship at the moment. Keep it up. All the best, Felix. All right, this is sweet. So, I'm in such a Dungeon Bowl high at the moment. Oh, this is wicked. I love the way you tied in all the different positionals and all the different players. And we're going to see the Minotaur tied in as well. That's a really lovely purple scheme, and that red flesh is excellent. The Red Bull, I like it. I've got Monster. I don't know if that counts. I've got Monster. I've got Barocca, and I've got a nice warm Lemsip. So doing all the hydrating. So this is an RNE Studio werewolf, kind of really popular to represent Wilhelm Chaney, and it works brilliantly on this because he's a big old lad. This absolutely awesome. Love it. I get the basing now. Absolutely so good. This is a good thing about Dungeon Ball, is not only is it a really good way to play, a really fun way to play and do something different, the modelling opportunities are just, I want to say limitless, but they are up there. I don't think I enjoy it as much as Mixed Teams 11s, but I don't think, maybe Mixed Team 7s is the pinnacle of Blood Bowl. Mixed Team 11s is good. Anyway, thank you very much. Next up, we've got Martin. Good day, Ben. I've been working on several teams and peripherals. Enjoy. Okay, cool. So we got some... I'm going to assume this is a Dark Elf runner. He's got the kicking pose on. I love the mask. And I absolutely love some of the detail painting you've got here. So excellent gem work there. I have never bothered to do that. The highlighting's really lovely as well, especially on the black strip. But nice little, the checker pattern, the tile, the diamond pattern. It's very Harlequin. That's what the word I'm looking for. That's a really, really lovely Dark Elf team. That's some serious hair on those Witch Elves. And you've gone out and actually done the cheerleaders too. I think we need to focus on some cheerleader work because there's not a lot in there. Wow, look at that visor with the forced reflection. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see you've got the crowd basically reflecting in the visor. That is absolutely special. That is really, really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that on the show before. That is very, very sweet. Really cool. That is something special. That is really cool. Okay, and we've got some peripherals here. So we've got a dice roll tray. So that is the Kraken Studios. Yeah, Kraken Studios with the goblins in the hot water bath as well, which is very cool. And another team, another RNE Studio human team. I think the Halflings are... I don't know if they're RNE Studio. Anyway, lovely, lovely job there. The gold really complements the silver and the blue. It works together really nicely, and some really lovely smooth flesh tones. You can kind of see on the ogre in the backfield there. It's even got kind of a stubble fade on his head. Absolutely tip-top stuff. So thank you very much for sharing. Okay, this is Harry. Hey, Ben. Happy belated birthday. Thank you very much. This week, I've sent an update on my Fat Dragon Swiggoth and my Krill Rig boat. We saw this project a few weeks ago, and it's so cool. I finished the modelling of the boat ages ago and only half painted it. I recently finished painting it up, and I'm extremely proud of how it's come out. So we're going to see bits of here. So I love this guy at the front. It may be coming out of a cannon. He may just be Kate Winsleting it, as in Titanic, which is a movie I've never actually bothered to watch. The other big piece of Freebooters goodness is my Fat Dragon Squiggoth, all painted up in my Freebooters colours. Both have been kit bashed and converted from Games Workshop parts and have been okayed by Warhammer World, so I hope to bring them up there to get a few games in at some point in the future. That's just insanely cool. Apart from that, a few bits here and there. The bulk of both of these have been made up from these 4 kits. Orc Maw Crusher, Ogre Iron Blaster, Orc Battle Wagon, LRL Gloomtide Shipwreck. That's not the Realm Lords, is it? Lumineth Realm Lords. The Gloomtide Shipwreck are the... Who are the fish people? Anyway, the fish people. In other news, added transfers to my Swamp Ogre team, which have added some bits to look and taken some better pictures. Until next time, Thane of the Bad Moon. Right, let's have a look at this awesome mix of stuff. So we've seen this before, but we've not seen it to this level of finished. I love this. So you've got the burning brazier. Brazier? I think brazier is bra. Brazier. lighting the wick of the massive cannon. And you've got all this work on the big old boat. You've got a little dude piloting it. You've got the big old gun being piloted by Noblars. Absolutely sweet. So here's the boat on the tracks. And there it is in its full glory. Does look like an orc is being shot out the cannon. Yeah, I love this. This is so cool. What the fish guys called? I can't remember. They got all the shark people. Right, and this is just amazing. So this is the Uruk big dragon thing, the pink cabbage, and it's so cool to see that all the gubbins added onto it. So good. And we've got the finished off work of the ogre team with the excellent kicking pose as well. Absolutely awesome stuff. Thank you for sharing. That's just so cool. Next up, we've got Clem. Hey Ben, how are you? First, thank you for what you're doing. Cannot wait to do my first Blood Bowl game since I've started to watch your videos. Clem, welcome to Blood Bowl. May I introduce to you my Skaven doctor who is supposed to help my team get better, legally, of course. Thanks again and have a good day, Clem. All right, this is wicked. Some lovely painting on the go with this guy. Oh, he says zooming in too much. I mean, what I was trying to zoom in to show was all the excellent gore is brilliant, especially where it gets darker, kind of with the folds. But in the injector syringe, oh man, you can see that we've got all the little bits and highlighted. So Clem's gone in and highlighted all the little chunky bits, all the little kind of refractions of light, which is just a really lovely finish to a beautifully painted model. The bird is excellent as well. Come on, you can do it, PC. Yeah, wicked, absolutely cool. And obviously, Skaven for the win. Cannot beat that. Ah, yes, okay. So here we've got Frederick. Hey Ben, came across your channel on YouTube and you got my eyes open for Blood Bowl. And I got a box with Snotlings because they seem the most fun to play with and I really love how the models look. Tick and tick. Completely agree. And I'm lucky that someone in my village is playing, so I'm finished painting my team so I can hopefully start playing during the summer. Also got a starter box to get a rulebook and a trained troll. Here are the first Snotlings I've painted to find a colour theme, and I think I've found the pattern that I like. I'm using Citadel contrast paints to learn how to use them. Contrast paints do a really good job of most Blood Bowl stuff. So I've completely changed my tune. I'm a big fan of the speed paints at the moment, especially the yellow. I've been painting up some teeny tiny Imperial fists and it works absolutely beautifully. No, they're not here. They're in the bedroom on the sideboard. So, I hope the link works to the Google Drive. Here we go. Let's have a look at Frederick's Snotlings. Yeah, absolutely love it. Well, first of all, we've got Trumpets. Can't beat Trumpets. He's the best. And you got some great... I like the orange. There's something about bright, bold colours that works really well for low-tier teams. I love it. My Underworld team, back in the day when Underworld was the bottom of Tier 2, maybe a smidge above like Nurgle and Vampires. Just bright orange. I thought it. This is wicked. Love this. Love the highlights as well. And love the fleshy bit on the ears, the extra effort. I didn't do that, but you did. And I think it's really good. No, absolutely great. Great work on the metal on Trumpets as well. Got a bit of verdigris. Really cool. Oh, man. I love Snotlings. I miss playing Snotlings. So good. Absolutely love it. Really like the work on the Bounder. And excellent finish with the mushrooms on the little wizard guy. So good. Ah, you've done the toenails and everything. There's some lovely detail there. That contrast orange is really nice. The orange, not the yellow orange. It's really lovely. It looks really smooth. Ah, contrast paints. They are potentially the solution we thought they might be. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you ever so much for sharing. Ooh, this is interesting. And it is also jelly, which is unsurprising. This is interesting. These are cool. I don't need to. Do I need some of these? I don't think I do. Right. Right, here we go. It's Jelly. Hey, Ben. A real mixed bag this time. Build the Artisan Guild Cavalry for my Stormcast D&D/one-page rules army. Oh, if Blood-Tied Ben watched this, that would be the moment you'd have him absolutely in your pocket. Finished painting the dragon that's been sat on my desk for something like a year now. Just need to build a base for it because the wings dip a little bit low. Also did a test scheme for my Stormcast army, kept it simple so I can get the troops done nice and quick. Finally, the Gargoyle you couldn't place last time is the Grebo Kickstarter commemorative model they put in with the Chorf Kickstarter. Happy Dungeoneering. Jelly. Alright, absolutely sweet. Right, first things first. I love this. And I love that you're doing the green stuff logos as well. Like, that's really, really, really good. They look... Where are they? Are they... Are they... I think... I'm gonna make a punt on those shields. I don't know if they're not 3D printed, then I believe the shields are from Game of Thrones. Although, judging by this in the back here, looks like there's a couple of lines. Maybe they are. Anyway, I love the way you're doing the logo on there, and I love that you've had to sand down the bases. That's the one thing that is very difficult about 3D printing. These models are super cool though. There's got to be 50mm rounds, and I think this is awesome, and I think I'm going to have to move on because all the Artisan Guild stuff makes me super happy. Dragon! Yay! We've got the dragon on the on the go. Classic Red Dragon vibes as well. Absolutely love it. And this is the test scheme for the Stormcast. Yeah, I mean, the blue mail breaks it up with the red and the gold just kind of getting in the way of it all being one mess of silver. Tip top, absolutely brilliant. Massive hammer for that little lass. And the Gargoyle is the commemorative Gargoyle. I think we need to have... There needs to be star player rules for the Gargoyle. Grebo is so big that they should be able... We should start like a community accepted star player list. NAF will allow you to create your own star players as long as it's not too crazy or too, you know, silly. We should start like... We should get the Bonehead Ogre. We should get the Grebo Gargoyle and just have them as like legitimate star players for any event you go to. Jelly, awesome stuff. We've got a Treeman here. This is... Seen this Treeman. I think it is Reaper Bones. You know, I think it's Reaper Bones. This is Aaron. Hey Ben, just wanted to share a random Treeman I've been working on, and thank you for all you do for the best game in the world. Aaron, thank you very much, and thank you for being part of the best community in the world. I think that's Reaper Bones, and I think it's a great job. Love a big, big Treeman. And it works really well. The eyes, the glowing eyes, really, really, really good job. And nice basing as well with the leaves. Absolutely awesome. Okay, this has got to be Norse, judging by the pitch. Yeah, here we go. Oh, cool. We got like an ice-themed Norse here. So this is from Roman. Hey Ben, with the new Norse team that appeared, I had to start painting it right away. First, I wanted to create the White Walker theme from Game of Thrones, but then the scheme became too boring for me, which is why I have now created this Norse team. Keep up the great work, everyone. Roman. Alright, this is very cool. Now, the White Walker theme is a pretty good one. So it's a nice grey. The blue's good. It looks like you got some damage on the helmet or like a blending thing, which works really well. You picked out the pink bits on the balls, which is a lot of detail for a very small model. So absolutely great work there. Yeah, you've got some damage to the top of the helmet, which is excellent. Nice basing method too. I like this scheme. I think that's great. We've seen a lot of this kind of like grey with pops of colour. I think it's a really cool thing. And I like this. This guy, yeah, I can see the White Walker element to it, and I think it's excellent. Kind of crossed with like the Underdeep Dark Elves, just that kind of grey skin. Very cool team. Love that. Love the beard's got a nice pop of colour, and the brown really goes well against the cold grey and blue. Absolutely excellent. And the basing really finishes off the team. I do like the grey flesh tone. I think it's really good. And you've got the ice bits in the hair of the Valkyrie as well. Yeah, I think that's a really clever way to do things. I really like that. Okay, we've got the Punga Croxagore from the Slan team. And that head is Artisan Guild's frog. Let's have a look. This is from... Oh, yes, of course. Let me see. Where's the writing here? So this is from Aquilino. Hey Ben, I'm plugging away at these Slan models. I wanted the Crocs to have a tongue to represent the prehensile tail mechanic. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. So I digitally kit bashed this guy in Mesh Mixer. I used a head from Artisan Guild. Yeah, it's a slard. And scaled it up, put it on the Punga Crocs body. Had to use some old school green stuff to model some warts on the new head to match the warty Punga body. That's genius. I love that. We don't see a lot of this digital kit bashing. I think we're going to. I think that's excellent. That's a really cool model. In fact, the frog from the Punga, I need to send this to Milton. I need to post that. It is a really cool model, but that Slard head is really good too. Artisan Guild just doing a great job. Oh, look at that. Perfectly done. Absolutely excellent. And the finished article, it looks like it belongs. Excellent. Absolutely superb. That is an excellent Frogzagore. I love it. I love the Slan team. Absolutely love it a bit, man. That's so good. And next up, we've got Stuart. Hey, Ben. I finally progressed far enough through my painting queue to be back into painting Dungeon Bowl. Couldn't be happier. This is the wizard / coach for my fire team, and a runt punter I've painted up just to test the colour scheme. The punter doesn't actually make it to the roster. Hope the community will excuse the cartoonish flames on the wizard. Fire is still something I haven't got the hang of yet, in spite of many attempts. Maybe the expert would like to drop their hints in the comments, guys. Fire tips. Painting fire, not making fire. Painting fire. That's all for now. In the meantime, I'll be rooting for this college to knock heavens out of the Dungeon Bowl Championship. I love this. First of all, I love the flames. I know that that's like technically... Is it? No, that's perfect. I think the flames are great. They get exactly across what you're trying to do. The red's really nice on both these models. But that basing is just sharp. That is... The basing's really, really good. Like, that looks like you can buy that from B&Q in panels. That's so good. Beautiful work on the red armor. The cloak of the wizard is excellent too. I love the fire scheme. I think it works brilliantly. A nice highlighting on the metal boots there as well. Absolutely great, Stuart. Oh, we've got some Snotlings. This is Justin from South Dakota. Hey, Ben. I painted positionals and a couple of Snotlings months ago for my College of Life, but finally took the initiative to get the rest of the little green boys finished. Presenting the Sewer Falls Flingers. I think they turned out pretty well. Those with keen eyes will spot some Noblars in the mix, which I'm using as my riotous rookies. I love that. Cannot recommend that enough. So if you've got a Snotling team and an Ogre team, you just flip-flop the troops to be their riotous rookies. So you run an Ogres, you need riotous rookies, you use Snotlings, and likewise. It works brilliantly if you don't have enough Snotlings to paint up. I love it. I think it's really good. I've taken your words about pump wagons to heart, and I was determined to get both of them finished. I played my first game with them over the weekend, and they were an absolute blast. I'm now struggling on deciding what team to play in our upcoming league. Should I run Norse or Snotlings? Thanks for the content. Love the Dungeon Bowl. Cheers, Justin from South Dakota. Okie dokie. Norse or Snotlings? Those are two very different teams. If you like to live and die by the dice, Snotlings. You get some great inducements. The TV, if you keep it low, you'll get some great fun in there. Hack Flem's awesome. You can squeeze Morgan, maybe even a giant. Snotlings are fun. If you want to play good Blood Bowl and be rewarded for it, then run Norse. I struggle with Norse, but I do not struggle with Snotlings because I am jammy, and that's how I like to play. Anyway, team looks absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? The Noblars blend into the Snotlings perfectly. It works really, really, really well. So really well done. That's a really well done team, isn't it? The orange is excellent. I know I say this every episode, but the skin looks really good. The orange works really well against it. And those pump wagons are absolutely brilliant. I love the mix of Snotlings you kind of put on there. Just absolutely great. Absolutely brilliant. I'm glad you enjoyed them as well. These, though, absolutely superb. The Nurgle hat for the troll is ingenious. That's just clever. I really like that. I really like that. That's just excellently done. It looks like you've got a bit of a Nurgle on the shoulder pad as well. So, I love these trolls. They are by and far the best thing. And we've got more old school dwarves here, which I am always a fan of. There's some groovy conversions in there. These goggles are so good. Okay, we've got Tim. Hey Ben, not Blood Bowl, but thought you might enjoy. I had the crazy notion to reskin Space Hulk with dwarves and Skaven. Oh my god, that's genius, Tim. Set in the ruins of Karak 8 Peats. Oh, that's amazing. Just getting started so far. Here we have Lightning Claws, Heavy Flamer, auto cannon, and thunderhammer / storm shield, all in their work in progress glory. It's been great fun to rummage through the bits box of yesteryear. More to come if I can keep focused among my many projects. Tim, please keep going. That's genius. Okay, so lightning claws. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I like that. That's clever. You've got both the axes on the go. We've got the flamethrower. Yeah, that's perfect. Hence the goggles. Makes a lot of sense. You've got the auto cannon with the balls in the top for the loading. Absolutely genius. And yes, the shield is excellent. Don't know where the shield's from, but that's really, really, really cool. That is just such a great project as well. I have no more words, Tim. That's just absolutely awesome. Next up, we've got Chucker, Hey Ben, and co. Love the podcast. Thank you very much, Chuck. Whatever Games Workshop comes up with for Grashnak, they'll be hard-pressed to do better than Proof Fun's take. I agree completely. He created a great mini. I missed supports for his loincloths, so had to improvise with the extra Chaos Space Marine flag. Take care and keep up the great work, Chucker. Awesome. Do you know what? The flag is genius. Supporting your own models, there's always going to be a little bit, there's always going to be a tiny bit that you miss off, and you just kind of go, I don't really care. If I bought the model, if it was Games Workshop resin, it would be damaged anyway. But this is genius. That loincloth is really cool, and it works brilliantly. Beautiful paint job, beautiful model. I'll be running this in my Renegades team as the Minotaur, because it's just... it's the best Minotaur model out there. I think it just proportions, everything just works brilliantly. I naturally have scaled mine up 110% because, you know, bigger. But this is wicked. Absolutely love it. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Ooh, we've got more Khorne. This is Steve. Hey Ben, I've just finished the Cornish Nasties. I've really enjoyed working on these. Tried to make them all unique poses from each other. This included leg swaps and a couple of blood seekers, which resulted in a really odd pose for one until I realised it could be adjusted to look like he was kneeling. And what better way to offer praise to Khorne than by glorying in blood knee squash. Like that. Happy with the way the crackling worked out on the bases, which have quite a bit of blood for the blood god for the lines. Okay, let's have a look at some of these models. So I love this. This team's great. The split color scheme, really cool too. Yeah, crackling on the bases works really, really well. As we go through, we can see some of the poses that you converted. Kind of want to see. I want to see the kneeling. The kneeling blood seeker. Is that the guy there? Let's see if we can flick through. Ooh. It also occurred to me that the Marauders would make good proxies for thralls. I agree. Also linemen, I think, for Renegades. So a bit of Crimson Court and a couple of other vamps later, and I now have a vampire option as well. Not go so far as a team name for them yet. I thought I'd pick up a cheerleaders as I'd not got around to starting the team colours. And finally, I also completed Scylla, Max, and applied finishing touches to Zolcath. Really happy with Scylla in particular. Next on the deck are Norse, and hope to have an update in a few weeks. Thanks again for all the Blood Bowl goodness, Steve. Absolutely awesome, Steve. Okay, love the big guy here, love the cheerleader. Excellent job on the Khorne tokens. That crisp white in the middle, excellent. It really makes it pop. Okay, here we go. So it is this one. So he's kneeling on the throne Noblar. Absolutely brilliant. The quartered painting scheme is really, really cool. I really love it. And using blood for the blood god as the lines on the base. Yeah, that works really, really well. Yeah, that's excellent. That's really well executed. And you've gone with a couple of conversions for the Khorne Gores. Works brilliantly. Looks like you've done a body swap for this guy here. Looks like you've swapped it with the Marauder. And I think that's perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Really good conversions. And a really unique Norse team. Norse Khorne team. Here we go. Vampires. Alright, I love this too. So being able to take the same linemen and have different positionals to flex in and out is a great way to get just more out of your teams. I love it. I think it's a really clever way to do it. And these vampires, excellent. I cannot wait to see what happens to the vampire roster. I think we'll see our next team preview in August for Adepticon. I don't know if it's going to be vampires. I imagine it won't be, but it'd be very cool if it did. Yeah, absolutely super job with these guys. Very, very, very cool. And there's your stars. Wow, Scylla's massive, huh? I need to do an unboxing of that model. I've got it in the shed. I think it's in the shed. Max is wicked, and Zolcath, so good. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing. Okay, next up we've got Patrick. Hey Ben, first submission. I'm returning to Blood Bowl after 30-ish years, played in the 90s. I'm submitting my ogre team, Head Ogre Heals. I still have one ogre and an apothecary, I think, to paint. You might also notice the 3D printed pitch, which is a WIP at the moment. It's a bit insane. Here are the goals. 1. Completely modular. 2. Ability to change pitch. 3. Ability to theme a stadium based on a world location. That's cool. 4. Support all the pitch types in the Death Zone article. And more I'll share later as the project progresses. Once I have it fairly solid, I plan to release this to the Blood Bowl community for free. Most of the work has been printing the foundation, 108 resin pieces. Each piece has 16 magnets that snap together. The reason for the base is so that I can have lowered dugouts, and so I can do some magic under the pitch, like fog coming out of the trapdoors and lights on the centerpiece. This is awesome. I have started on the pitch design, and I've included shots of the astrogranite and grass pitch. You can see in the second photo that the tiles are magnetized and can be replaced easily. So you could replace a tile mid-game when someone dies with a blood tile, for instance, or a black and damaged tiles when a flinger throws a bomb. Also, they're magnetized on the top. I have all my balls magnetized, and I've also designed new bases that stick to the tiles. These bases also support magnetized basing to match the pitch, as well as skill plates and more. I'll be showing these off in a future post. Anyway, I'm currently working on modular dice tower and scoreboard for the stadium as well. I'll send another team shot next, along with some progress on the stadium. Long live Blood Bowl. Thanks, Patrick. Well, that is a very cool idea. I mean, that's a lot of printing, right? It's a lot of making. But having the tiles go on modularly? Oh, no, because we are in a Google Drive. Ben, you use this button. Oh, wow, all the squares are modular. Oh, because the squares are modular, you've got a little magnet there, and if you've got a little magnet in your base, they fit in place. Excellent. Love the team. Love the ogre team. Absolutely love the ogre team. That is clever. Yeah, that's really clever. That is very interesting. You have to keep us clued in, because this is very creative. And wow. All right, that is very, very, very cool. I am very excited to see how you get on with that, because that is something very cool. And so is this. So this is a Renegades team with all kinds of bits and pieces. So we've got Island of Blood, Chaos Roger. We've got Imperial Nobility dudes as linemen with Chaos Spikes added, which works brilliantly. Dark Elf Spikes added, actually, which ties the themes together with the team. The middle thrower with the Chaos head swap is superb. The Goblin with the Night Goblin head is great. Orc has got the Dark Elf bit as well. Skaven is left well alone because perfection. And the Ogre, it looks like he's got a bit of a converted face and a converted belly plate. So, I think we just got to go straight into the fact that this is beautifully painted. Just the colours are so smooth. The flesh is so smooth. The pink and the highlights, just all the highlights are just insanely smooth. But I mean, look at the different flesh tones on the rat ogre and the crisp edges of the muscles on the ogre. With his converted chaos face, genius. So good. And obviously this big old Slanesh boy, absolutely amazing. So this is from this site here. So this is Wilbur the Red. Hey Ben, long time subscriber, first time sending you in any WIP. Love the show, by the way. Thank you very much. My name's Carlos, but my hobby friends know me by Wilbur, and I've been painting this team for a long time now. It's been sitting on my bench for a while, and in a couple of weeks I've started converting and painting more models. A ball and chain grot and a troll. I know how you love both. Absolutely. I want to save you some drive space, so I'm sharing with you my blog posts and a family picture attached as a PNG. But feel free to ask for high-res pictures if you fancy them. Hope you like the models, the original team, plus the illustrations by the awesome Roberto Cuevas. If you don't know him, you'll be hearing a lot about him in a couple of months. Okay, that sounds that's good, hopefully for good reasons. The Ball and Chain guy and the Whip Troll. Right, we are going to flick through this. So, if you want the links to these, let me know and I'll share them. But you can pretty much Google it by Googling Wilbur the Red. Well, after I painted the 5th human for my Chaos Renegade team, it became playable. This is so good. I commissioned my now friend to do a couple of illustrations depicting the team inspired in the old school style from the 2nd edition. Oh man, this is beautiful art. Oh, so good. Absolutely wonderful. So that's the team, looking really good. And there's the Ball and Chain guy. My version of Fungus. That purple and the pink is just so nice. Absolutely love this. This is a great blog. Absolutely brilliant blog. Hate sub-assemblies. Oh, it's the troll. I know that feeling, and the art there as well. Absolutely superb stuff. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing more of that because that is amazing. Next up, we got Trashfire. Hey Ben, thanks for the amazing content through WIP Wednesday and your other shows. Thank you very much. I wanted to start sharing some of my Blood Bowl projects with you and the community. I did a head swap on my ogre and added some spiky bits. He'll be playing for my humans team, and I hope to show you the progress once I begin that team. I'll also include some shots of previously completed teams, my Black Orcs, Necromantic, and College of Fire. Okay, so first up we've got the Ogre. Excellent model. We used the Ogre team head on the human Ogre body. I love the paint scheme. I'm all for like half and quartered paint schemes at the moment, and it works out really, really, really well there. Big guys where they're interchangeable for teams as well. It's always fun to give them more character. Or just more big guys. Wicked Black Orc team. Love the classic Black Orc paint scheme. Works really, really well. And Necro. Hey, you've gone with the same Necro kind of box art scheme too, which has worked brilliantly. Nice job on the ghosts. And nice job building Gretchen. Quite a tricky little model. And College of Fire representing... That blue is super bright. That blue with the orange works really, really well. And you got, looks like a nice bit of fade in the orange as well. Kind of blending it up. Absolutely looks top. Really cool. Really, really cool. Thank you very much for sharing, Trashfire. So good. Oh yeah, we've got Viking Phil back. Hey Ben and the Bonehead crew. Just wanted to show off my first entry into WIP Wednesday. My Techno Viking Norse lineman. Can't beat the Techno Viking. Although, this is the wrong picture. So, I'm assuming that we are going to see the Techno Viking rock up any minute now. Or have I skipped the Techno Viking? I think we may have skipped the Techno Viking. I apologise, Viking Phil. We can't do that. I'll see if I can fix that up. Next, we've got Samuel, Hey Ben, and the rest of the Bonehead gang back again with my latest WIP Nurgle. We'll be taking it to a tournament and hosting in Cape Coral, Florida. TV 1100, 3 general, 1 double. Okay, that's a tight rule set. That's going to be tier 1's going to do nicely in that. Very excited to spread the ooze and the booze. I'm currently painting my Rot Spawn, which I've made by kit bashing an extra Varag Ghoul Chewer. Oh, clever! Extra tentacles on Varag to make him the Rot Spawn, with what looks like some Chaos Space Marine bits, some Nurgle Space Marine bits. Works brilliantly. Please let me know your thoughts and suggestions. I love it. I think it's a great way to use that model. I'm also planning on using them for my league and having at least 1 miniature for each race and team in a Nurgle format for when I recruit them via death. Thank you so much for all you do. Cheers. All right, I love that. So you got the dwarf in the background. You got a human, a couple of humans there. That's the ogre, I think, there. But I love the combined scheme. Yellow and green. Can't knock it. But works out well. I love the pus as well. That's very, very Nurgly. The pallid flesh tone is bang on, and that gore is perfect. Nice job on the eyes as well. Absolutely wicked. And I love a good team logo. Uzma Kappa. Absolutely superb. I just love a bit of Nurgle. It gives you so many great opportunities for just painting just vile things. This is cool. Okay, so looks like Might have a little team logo here as well. This is Tesla Coil. Hi Ben. Wanted to drop in and show off my first ever Blood Bowl team, the Queen City Kings. The team is directly based off my hometown Cincinnati Bengals, with each player resembling all stars from Bengals history. Our 8-man league just kicked off and the Kings took home a 2-1 victory against another human team. Fantastic. Thanks for taking a look. Now to start working on my newly purchased Norse team. Hooday. Alright, wicked. Love this. I love a team with a theme and you've done a great job here. I love that you've got the home and away kits. I think that's so good. The stripes work brilliantly and you've I like the way you've mixed in some other players as well. So you've got 4 random RNE dudes, which I'm assuming are your blitzers, which is wicked. Nice job on the victory, but absolutely love the team. Come on, computer. Oh, wow. And you've done the hand-painted numbers on the back as well. We've got Ocho Cinco there. Very, very, very cool. Absolutely love it. My Bengals knowledge is not up to snuff when it comes to the player numbers. So good. Thank you ever so much for sharing that. We got Zark the Damned with the Giants. Good afternoon. I'm back again with another Giant update. Since my last email, I finished off my Chaos Giant. Right, love the skin tone there. That's really cool. The skin tone and the work on the eyes just makes it unnecessarily real, which I really like. I really approve of. Yeah, love that. Great model, great metal. Oh, man. Proper giants doing proper giant things. And you've gone in big with the Games Workshop one. Then started on this ghoulish Mega Gargant to ally with my undead. So this is the Mega Gargant. And I at some point will convert this to Blood Bowl. Like, that will happen. And I think it will happen in August. Because I've got a week off and Tiff's working, so I'll need some project nonsense to go for. But no, cool. Looking forward to seeing how that goes. So good. And now we are on, and this is going to be the last one we look at today. Hey Ben, this is Jose. Thanks for your comprehensive content. Thank you. Having played the PC version in the past, I finally crossed to the board game. I joined the Isle of Wight Blood Bowl League in January and have not had bad results for a rookie playing Halflings. Some thematic background. In Port Bitok, a beef trading coastal town, the local rookie halfling team has enough excitement and naivety that might produce the greatest underdog story or the eventual doomed tragedy. Absolutely wicked. So, team is looking really cool. You got a Shambler there. I'm assuming that's your Deep Root. You got a couple of don't tell me, Sylvaneth, I don't know, Tree Boys. Absolutely wicked. Love the team, love the scheme. Beautiful basing as well. Nice stripes. And a nice team logo as well. And as you're playing in the Isle of Wight area, if you bump into our friend Milton, do say hello to him. But guys, I am going to wrap up for today. Still not 100%, but love it. Thank you so much for sharing and being involved. It's so cool, and I find it dangerously inspiring. So I'm going to disappear. I'll probably go back to bed for a bit, and see you again soon. Thank you very much, and happy painting.
Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to help support the channel even further, please like and subscribe, or come join us on our Patreon. We have early access to content. We get loads of feedback from you guys, and we try and do competitions as much as we can. Or you can get yourself some Bonehead Podcast merch on our Spreadshirt site. So if you want to support a team, especially for the Bonehead Championship, you can pick up a shirt, a mug, things like that. It all helps support the channel, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, links below. Thank you very much. Happy blocking.